Launches, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosch. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Penny X.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're in for a good one. Let's go. So, you know that dude Jake Paul, right? Started out as this total Vine sensation, cracking us up with his hilarious antics. Then he took the YouTube world by storm with pranks and wild videos that made him a legit internet superstar. But hold up, this guy decided he needed a new challenge. Boxing. Yep, you heard me right. He stepped into the ring as a pro in 2020 and everyone's like, wait, what is going on here? And guess what? He actually started winning fights against other YouTubers and even athletes. Crazy, huh? It's like he swapped his virtual likes for real-life punches. Hey there, fight fans! Welcome back to another exciting episode of Athletics Association. Today, we're diving into the electrifying world of combat sports, where two unlikely contenders are about to collide. Get ready, because we're breaking down the epic showdown between social media sensation turned boxer, Jake Paul, and the gritty UFC veteran Nate Diaz. Buckle up, because this is a story of redemption, challenges, and the ultimate clash of styles. Picture this, a YouTube sensation, Jake Paul, with millions of subscribers, a budding boxing career, and a thirst for challenging opponents. On the other side, we have Nate Diaz, the tough-as-nails MMA warrior with a reputation for taking on all newcomers. What brought them together? Well, it's the age-old recipe for intrigue, call-outs, social media feuds, and the allure of a crossover clash that fans couldn't resist. Let me drop some knowledge about Nate Diaz on you. This guy is a straight-up legend in the MMA world. He's got that gritty attitude and a knack for going toe-to-toe with the best. Diaz is like the embodiment of the ultimate fighter. He's been in the UFC trenches, duking it out with some of the baddest dudes out there. He has got a cult-like following, thanks to his don't-give-a-damn demeanor and those famous Stockton slaps. And guess what? He decided to switch it up and give boxing a shot. Yeah, that's right. Diaz dived into the world of boxing, and it's got everyone talking ever since. It's like seeing your favorite rock star jamming in a different genre. This fight game just got a whole lot more interesting. But before we dive into the Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz saga, let's rewind a bit. In his quest for boxing glory, Jake Paul faced a formidable obstacle in the form of Tommy Fury. The anticipation was sky high, but the outcome was a reality check for Paul. Fury's experience and skill proved too much for the YouTube sensation, handing Paul his first professional loss. It was a moment of truth, a reminder that the world of boxing is unforgiving, demanding more than just viral fame. Paul also expressed desire in a rematch with Tommy Fury, who defeated Paul by split decision and handed the YouTube sensation his first professional loss. Paul has changed trainers and strength and conditioning instructors since then. "I'm going to try to recoup that," he stated of his loss to Fury. "I'm a different fighter with this new team." Now, here's where things get interesting. Jake Paul's loss to Fury wasn't the end. It was a wake-up call. The boxing world watched closely as Paul embraced the challenge, working tirelessly to refine his skills, sharpen his strategy, and bounce back stronger than ever. This showdown with Nate Diaz isn't just another fight. It's a chance for Jake Paul to prove his mettle, silence the doubters, and make a triumphant return to the spotlight. So what's at stake? On one side, we have Nate Diaz, a UFC superstar, stepping into the boxing ring. Known for his endurance, gritty style, and never-say-die attitude, Diaz is not one to back down from a challenge. On the other side, Jake Paul humbled by defeat, hungrier than ever, ready to showcase his evolution as a fighter. It's a matchup that has fight fans salivating, as they eagerly await the moment these two warriors collide. As fight night approaches, the clash of styles between Jake Paul and Nate Diaz takes center stage. Diaz, known for his relentless pressure and gritty striking, brings the intensity of MMA into the boxing ring. He's not just fighting for victory, he's fighting to showcase the crossover potential of combat sports. On the other hand, Jake Paul, with his height, reach, and newfound boxing prowess, aims to prove that his dedication to the sweet science is a force to be reckoned with. The clash of styles promises a captivating chess match of tactics and techniques that fans won't want to miss. The build-up to this showdown has been nothing short of electrifying. Social media exchanges, fiery press conferences, and a genuine belief from both fighters that they will emerge victorious. It's all part of the drama that makes combat sports so enthralling. Fans have been treated to a spectacle of words and emotions, stoking the fires of anticipation for the night when the fists start flying. Predictions and expectations were running wild as fight night was approaching. Experts and fans alike were split on who will emerge victorious. Some believe Jake Paul's dedication and evolving skill set will give him the edge, while others argued that Nate Diaz's experience and unrelenting pressure will be too much to handle. Regardless of the outcome, one thing is certain. This clash left an indelible mark on the combat sports landscape. And so we find ourselves on the precipice of the ultimate showdown. Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz, a collision of personalities, styles, and aspirations. The boxing ring is their canvas, and the world is their audience. As the lights dim, the crowd roars, and the bell rings, these two warriors will step into the spotlight to etch their names in the annals of combat sports history. Moment of truth. The fight happened on... Nate Diaz was defeated by Jake Paul in a unanimous decision at the American Airlines Center in Dallas. It received 97-92, 98-91, and 98-91 ratings from the judges. Diaz's unconventional strategy resulted in some clubbing strikes against Paul, but it was the latter's crisp punches from a distance and a fifth-round knockout that pleased the judges. Diaz was looking pretty darn tired by the fifth round, and you know what they say. When opportunity knocks, you gotta answer that doorbell. Paul didn't waste a beat, hitting Diaz with a solid left hook that dropped. Then he went in for the headshots, just to drive the point home. As we cruised into the sixth round, it was like a scoring slowdown. Diaz had a bit of puffiness going on in both eyes. Diaz scored a series of punches in the seventh round, and both men traded blows in the eighth. But here's the kicker. Diaz was bringing the showmanship to the ring. And in the ninth round, he even busted out a mimic move, like a taunt and a tease, all rolled into one. Now, here's where it gets wild. Diaz was skating on thin ice a couple of times. He looked wobbly on his feet, but somehow managed to keep his balance, even as he played it up for the crowd, strutting around like he owned the joint. Fast forward to the 10th and final round, Diaz was still bringing the drama, turning away from Paul, putting on a little rope dance, and shaking his head like he was in a comedy sketch. But let's not forget the real deal here. This was Paul's third dance with a former UFC fighter, and boy did he make it count. "It's just what I expected." "He's known for that," Paul remarked of Diaz. "I don't know how he survived that first round, but he's a dog and I walked the dog." And there you have it, fight fans, the play-by-play breakdown of Diaz and Paul's epic tango in the ring. From hooks to taunts, this fight had it all. Drama, flair, and a whole lot of sweat. Paul, 7-1, shown greater conditioning during his first bout since a split decision loss to Tommy Fury in Saudi Arabia in February. He knocked out Tyron Woodley and scored a unanimous decision against Anderson Silva before this showdown. For the time being, Paul may rejoice at his return to the winning column. Paul allegedly earned an estimated $2 million from the bout, while Diaz is said to have won a guaranteed $500,000. Now, let's talk future plans. Jake Paul emerged victorious. What's next for him? The rumor mill is buzzing, and names like Conor McGregor and other high-profile opponents are being thrown around. Paul's ambition knows no bounds, and his journey is just beginning. Diaz is now anticipated to return to the UFC, maybe in a trilogy battle with Conor McGregor. Let's hope for it to happen. What else can a fight enthusiast wish for, right? There you have it, fight aficionados, Jake Paul and Nate Diaz. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to hit that like button, share with your fellow fight fans, and subscribe for more thrilling updates. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video on Athletics Association.